We're going to be continuing our character.
Please insert your saved
play.
character disc from any of the first. Your character has been successfully imported. Welcome to Shadows of Darkness.
Remain as a thief. So we are pretty much maxed out just about in our last game. We've been gifted with some acrobatics abilities coming into QFG4. New feature added here. Climbing is going to be easy enough to build up pick locks. I'm not too worried about pick locks. Stealth will be very easy. Throwing will be very easy. So I'm actually going to do some ones that are just a little bit more difficult to train this time around. Agility, vitality, weapon use, and dodging abilities. Honestly, none of which really matter. They're all at a high enough level to really be fine. But we'll try and get close to perfection by the end of the game. I will say I'm really not going to listen to most of what our narrator, John
You
Rex
awaken from.
Davies, has
You
to
lost your
say,
weapons on the car. Where are you?
unfortunately. I do
No, make
love
out.
his voice acting, a lot of the stuff that they do in this game.
You search the dead.
But I figure we'll let the
That
Paladin
search.
playthrough be our full video where you can do the full sort of stories and everything,
You take the.
while these other rounds will purely focus on the things that are new with regards to those characters. So the thief and wizard plays will be a little more streamlined.
Force the sphinx. You've made it into a large. That. That.
Look at as a
The altar.
thief. Most of the other character classes have something else going on in here, but not us. So let's sneak on here. As a thief, we're agile enough to just walk the tightrope, which we did plenty of
You just barely made it.
back in Quest for Glory 2. Start my timer because I am a genius.
You slip through the mouth of the cave just in time to avoid.
Maybe I'll try to listen to just a little bit of the dialogue that is particularly pertinent to the overall story.
You are alive! Only one person has ever walked away from there before.
I will try.
Who are you? How did you get here? Oh, there are so many questions I want to ask you, but I have to get home quickly. It is so dangerous out at night in Mordavia. The town is due north of here. Be careful, there are many bad things wandering around. Good luck! Oh, by the way, my name is Katrina. I hope we meet again sometime. Farewell.
Trina, I hope that we'll meet again as well. Alright, I'm gonna grab
The
this
six-pointed symbols.
symbol. Take an eyeball at
This symbol looks like.
mouth.
This symbol is a star.
Crossbones. Yeah, we're gonna do this. And we will scalar.
The path is dripping with slimy goo. You're having a hard time.
Slide our way down this path. And going to streamline some things. So we'll do
It
this
does-
now. Oh, wait. We'll do this now just because we
You
can.
grab a. You grab a.
And we're already here. We're going to get this bush.
You manage. You knock some more rocks. That last.
I think our throwing and strength have to be good enough to actually allow us to do that, which certainly they are, based on our work in previous games. And heck, why don't we just head right to Mirana's garden to plant this now. doing? Heading the wrong way. That's what I'm doing. Go around this chunk of forest.
You feel
Let's get away from here before we go in a bad way. We'll deal with the wraiths at a later date. Yep, I don't think that was right. I think we do this.
You're-
No, that's not helpful. Can sometimes get some hints about.
you are in the southern
the
part of the
dense trees
forest.
to the northeast.
Through the
You can see a garden. It's already daytime.
you have come to a beautiful garden deep within the forest.
That's nice. All right, let's plant this guy.
You plant the bonsai in the hole and scrape.
That's so nice. I like the bonsai bush growing.
You discover 30.
Nice. All right, we got plenty of cash now. And let's just head back up. Pop in on the leashy as well as we go by. And it is. I guess I should have actually paid attention.
You take a wild guess. Your name is Cedric.
Oh, that's right.
The bush.
Forgot the first riddle is actually what the Leashy's name is. I was thinking it's the bush in goo, but that's the second riddle, so we do have to head into town. This first video will probably be mostly just getting, sure, let's make this money. And by let's, I mean let's let the computer do it. 'Cause I just don't feel like playing content in this game. Something I was difficulty with playing younger, never really looked at the in-depth controls. And what you do, things get a little clearer, but now with like sticky keys and things like that, it's actually a little too
You pick some flowers and
difficult because it'll constantly just piss the computer off.
You!
That's fine.
How did you get here? Few strangers go.
Alright, so I'll click through this conversation with the Burgomeister,
My-
who, as of now, just simply does
This-
not like us.
There do not
There are dangers in town, we learn about the inn, the shop where you can buy some things,
just l-
and the various troubles in town. He pretty much just wants us to leave. And we'll just say hi, just for fun.
the Burgomeister. You tell the Burgomeister.
Do you expect me to believe
He's not
such a
big fan of
story?
the fact that we
That you
dropped into the Dark One's cave via magical means, but that's okay. Alright, let's pop into the inn.
This general store is. Then you see.
Lots of cats.
Oh!
And we'll say hi. Introduce ourselves. Oops. Introduce ourselves. And this is Olga. The widow, sort of. She sells candy, which we'll need some. Garlic. We'll definitely
Store-
get plenty of garlic here in this land where they fear vampires so. Standard rations, which actually is an avocado sandwich. Will come up at some point.
The
Shopping bag, which we do need as a thief, as well
A
as oil.
flask of household oil.
Clutch item for us. Pie pan we will need, and the hand broom we actually will not. It is pretty much only needed for the paladin class. Buying can be a little slow, but that's okay. One, get some oil. We have plenty of cash. And we'll just buy a bunch of rations. Hopefully this won't come up again. Although that is why I grabbed the corn outside. 'Cause if you do run out of rations, you can fall back on the corn. Anything else worth saying? You'll hear about some rumors about the innkeeper's
Yeah,
wife.
Bella's a
Basically,
good
Bella
woman.
doesn't really
She's the one
talk
who
or do
really
much
runs
anymore
the inn.
since they
Bella.
lost their
She
daughter.
was a pretty... The castle north
Castle
of
had been
town was
abandoned for a
abandoned.
long time, and now some strangers have been inhabiting it for the last, year or so.
Werewolves are
Gypsies
nothing.
are werewolves, of course, and the
That is
evil
a
monastery
bad place.
in town.
Many strange...
Not a lot to say about it, just that it's evil. And we don't have to ask about the shop. Farewell.
You be careful.
Let's make the thief sign, see what happens.
The shopkeeper looks concerned when you make the thief sign.
I am sorry, but I don't have any medication for epileptic.
Alright.
Goodbye. Or as...
Let's pop into the inn. Book our room for the... I don't know. Foreseeable future, I guess?
You've entered a small but nicely furnished country inn. The innkeeper...
This is the Hotel Mordavia. Rooms here. Your room will be...
Excellent.
Pay the inn...
Thank you.
So we have a room, we can sit down and eat anytime.
The Hotel Mordavia has...
Been with family for a long
My
time.
name is Yuri
So this is Yuri
Markarov.
and Bella that the shopkeeper mentioned. And of course their daughter, Tanya, is not.
If you climb the stairs,
He's just telling us where our room is and the fact that the place locks up after dark.
make certain you are back.
Let's hear about some
There are many
dangers.
ill things that roam this valley by...
None of that's exceptional.
The monastery is to the north
Here we
of
are, safe
here.
from monastery.
It has been abandoned for many, many years, but it has a bad reputation. No one in town will go near it. And if you have any sense, neither will you.
Interesting.
The Burgomeister...
He's the, town sheriff. And above the shop, that's enough. Alright, we can go into a room, there's not really much reason to, and these guys are pretty amusing to talk to,
So,
but they don't really offer much of value.
As you enter the
Most
northern
part.
part of the town, you hear the sound of a... Your attention quickly moves from the stone carver to the ominous Gothic building in the center of the street. There is definitely something not right about this structure.
I'll just eyeball this door quickly.
There is an indentation near the middle of the shadowed door. It looks like a set of 6 curved spokes radiating out from a central point.
Which should remind you of this. The dark one sign. Not the wrong symbol that makes your skin crawl. A stylized octopus with only 6 tentacles. Okay. I think the Domovoy ultimately tells you how to
Igor.
get in there.
Just Igor.
Alright, so we have the Gravedigger here.
Building was Adventurers Guild. No adventurers, no guild.
And we'll ask him
How
about
more-
the town.
Oh,
He
this
makes a lot
day
of
job.
jokes
Also work
about-
graveyard shift. Little graveyard humor there.
Constantly making jokes like that.
Igor dig graves and... Oh, plenty.
Nothing we need to hear about. Any rumors?
Oh, Igor not hear rumors. Igor not no stranger in town. Igor not no doctor make strange things in lab. Igor not no funny man in not funny. Igor not know many things. Igor not hear many things.
We'll learn more about the funny man who wasn't funny later. He's not a fan of the monastery. Forgot to introduce ourselves.
The headstone carver stares at
Let's see what he does when we make the thief sign.
to make the peculiar motions of the thief sign to Igor.
Do you make fun of Igor or what?
Oh, now I feel bad. Let's open this door, head into the Adventurers Guild.
The door is locked. It's completely silent.
Interesting. Let's see if Igor has anything to offer on this.
Building was it...
Do I have lockpicks? Forgot that we don't start with any lockpicks.
Force the guild door open.
Oops. Didn't actually need to do that, but I'm okay with it. We have this grapple hook here,
You pick up the rope and grapnel set and tie it onto your pack.
which we can use just to do some climbing practice. I'll probably just do off-screen.
That would be a lot easier if the desk had a drawer.
I enjoyed that.
You sign your name into the adventurer's logbook with a flourish. It's almost become a habit by now.
Very important to always sign the logbook and to do so with said flourish.
You read in the adventurer's log about some of the exploits of past adventurers in Mordavia. Prominent among them is the story of Piotr and the Dark One's cult. Near the end of the book, Piotr tells how he led the armies against the Chernovi cult outside the Dark One's cave. The fighters were trained soldiers, but the cult members fought like madmen. Suddenly, the cult members changed their forms and became grotesque monsters. Many of the soldiers panicked and ran. The battle was nearly lost. Then Piotr heard the voice of Irana. By all my will, I banish you too. The voice was cut off. The cult members screamed and ran. Piotr entered the cave and searched for some sign of life. All he could find were the grotesque remains of cult members. The only sign of Irana was her magical staff lying on the ground. Piotr picked it up and left the cave, knowing that Irana was beyond his help. Piotr then tells how he brought the staff back to town and placed it in the town square. A garden of flowers instantly sprang up around it. Near the end of the book, Piotr tells that he was going to seek out the rituals of the Dark One and destroy them. There are no later entries.
So that really sets the scene for pretty much everything in terms of the basic backstory of the game. We learn more about all these various pieces in Irana, but
the case is totally sealed. There's no sign at all of a crack or seam in this case. You can't find any way to open it.
all right, yes, so we don't need a sword because we are a thief.
The painting doesn't look particularly valuable.
Just eyeball these paintings for fun.
The painting shows a proud-looking adventurer standing on an obviously defeated dragon.
This is just a reference
It might
to
have had more
Silmaria,
impact
which
if the
pops
dragon
up
wasn't
in,
just as obviously winking.
Quest for Glory 5. And
The portrait of an adventurer long gone hangs on the wall here. A small plaque at the base reads, Piotr, Paladin.
and this also is far more relevant to the Paladin class. Let's read some books.
Which book do you want to read?
Go through all of them. Hero magazine.
As you scan through Hero, the journal of... There are a series of articles
So,
about the
yeah,
land of
we talk
Mordavia.
about a lot of
The town
things in
originally
the
grew up
town.
around Castle Borgov. The Borgovs were the boyars, or local noblemen, assigned the
Referring to the
role of
castle.
guarding the... The chapter on fauna describes a number of interesting
Necrotars
creatures.
are one of the beasts
The
that we will
Necrotor
face.
is a vicious... In the forest lives the Lishi,
The Lishi
a
we
creature known for playing practical
saw
jokes on
ourselves
travelers
as we were
and
going
playing
through.
riddle games. You learn about the Rosalka, the spirit of a murdered unmarried woman.
Sadly, we won't
Such
be able to help the
spirits are said to
Rosalka, as
inhabit
only
lakes
the
and rivers.
Paladin can do
You could
that.
really learn a lot by reading this magazine thoroughly instead of just browsing through it. Isn't it nice that we included a complete copy in your game box?
And so yes, you get the rest of the information would come in the essentially user's manual when you initially bought the game. Ooh, a brochure.
The book turns out to be an advertising brochure. It says,
And that's just an advertisement for the Castle of Dr. Brain.
This book teaches the ancient Oriental art of talk fool. How to overcome opponents by attacking them with the unpronounceable names of martial arts forms and confuse...
Alright, that was fun. Let's see if we can move the bookshelf.
Nice try. But the bookshelf...
Alright, that's enough for now. We will come back here later. We're going to finish our rounds around town. And that will just about end video 1. Let's have a brief chat with this fine young gentleman.
I am Nikolai.
And all he has
Anna.
to say is, do you know where Anna is? We'll learn a little bit more about Anna later, but basically, It's his wife who's been missing for a long time. This puzzle gets a little more difficult each time until it finally remains unlocked permanently. And what we have here is a maze on this side, a bunch of Antwerps that pop out over here, and we have to catch one with this Transcendental Receiving Animal Processor, or TRAP. Awesome. So we just answer a bunch of questions until we have allowed it to identify the Antwerp. Yes, I'm ready. Does it move? It does. Legs? No. Bounce? Yes. Is it alive? Yes. It's a snake that's smaller or a ball? No, it is not. Kangaroo? No. No. It's a frog refugee? No. Yes, I do mean an Antwerp. Yes. Alright. Oh, wait. I bet. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. No. 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 Surely you can't be trying to catch a baby Antwerp. Yes. You gotta be kidding. No. Don't say I didn't warn you, but if you really must catch one, baby Antwerps love avocado. Well, luckily we have some avocado sandwiches, so we'll bait our trap with the avocado.
You bait the trap with avocado. The trap.
And open the door. Antwerps bounce around.
Oh no! Fortunately, the
Oh, maybe they just pop out of here. Yeah, they just pop out of there. I bet.
it's a truly impressive, original, multimedia work created out of whitewash and sawdust.
I've never actually looked at that
You've
before.
caught an Antwerp.
What's this?
The bust's eyes.
Creepy. Alright, so now we can use our Antwerp in this maze,
This is the Antwerp maze.
which we maneuver around by early on the turn. Just twisting the maze to guide the Antwerp where we want to go, which is towards this key. It's alright, actually. Let's have some fun. Keep going too early. No, we're not. This is not this difficult. Yeah, that would have been just a little slow. Totally derail yourself. Okay. And of course, you want to be careful to make sure you don't fall into those holes. We're gonna have to start over again. Pretty close. Was I this close to the key from the very beginning? Or did the entrance move and I just didn't realize it? No, never mind. You start over here. Okay. Alright, so yes, we just have to go to this exit now. And we're out.
Congratulations.
Now we have the key, which is good because we have a lock here.
You faintly
Knock,
hear a
it
voice.
tells us just to come in. And then we have to complete this puzzle here. Which is not very difficult, but it just takes a little bit of looking around to get a feel for where everything's supposed to be. And the last piece is figuring out where all these guys go. Based off of. Okay, looks right. There's purple here. And we have the key.
You've managed to find...
And now we can look up here. But
Quickly, Igor, the fluid. I
have-
must have the fluid. Oh, excuse me. I thought it was Igor coming in to assist me. He helps out in the lab sometimes.
that's very nice.
Now then, what can I do for you?
I actually am just going to say hello and then leave.
You say hello to the scientist.
Welcome to my laboratory.
This is Dr. Cranium, and we're gonna head out.
You say good...
Please be careful not to break the...
Um,
Come back and on if you see Igor.
he can help provide us with some good information, but also poison cure and health potions. But it's part of a copyright thing, and I actually forgot to get my
Still
copyright
you
information
remain.
out, so
It is a
I won't
wonder
be able
you
to
have
answer
managed to
his
live
questions.
so
We'll see them
long.
in the next video, and you'll understand what I mean. So let's go out the Adventurers Guild.
The Adventurer's Guild, by the laws of the land.
And we now have a key, so we have to break in.
Nikolai
Ask
is
about
an old
Nikolai,
man.
and he just talks about how he's basically lost his mind.
Dr. Cranium is an idiot and
Yeah, they don't have a lot of respect for Dr. Cranium either. So, what I'm gonna do is head in here. I'm gonna do a little bit of climbing.
Someone has deliberately scraped these marks into the ceiling.
I'll have to remember this next time. Do a little bit of climbing and a little bit of stair stepping.
Your legs are too stiff and...
But I'm going to do that off screen. And when we come back, we will be waiting here and see what else this Adventurers Guild has to offer. So, until then, see ya.